about. So here's what happened at the Battle of Verdun. It started in February 1916 and it actually didn't end until the December of 1916. Now if you get asked about Verdun, you need to make sure that you talk about the Battle of the Somme as well, because basically the two halves of the same walnut. While Verdun was going on, the Battle of the Somme had to start, and you'll see the reasons why for that when I do the explanation. So what happened was, at Verdun, the German Chief of Staff planned a huge bombardment, and he said what he was going to do was bleed France white. And what he means by that is he's going to kill as many of the French soldiers as he possibly can. And obviously this boosted the German troops and it gave them confidence before they went into battle. Now the French commander had told his troops they shall not pass. He said they absolutely must hold out at Verdun here. They must hold out at Verdun, okay? There's absolutely no way they can allow the Germans to get past this point. Now, as we already know from the First World War, the tactic at this point was attrition, and it was purely attrition. It was all about killing more of them than they were going to kill of you. So all you were trying to do with attrition was to wear your enemy down. And at Verdun, there is no difference in terms of tactics. That is what they're hoping to try and do. So what happened was the Germans obviously start to attack at Verdun over here, and all you get is the French counter-attacking all the time, so it's like cat and mouse. So they're going over the top one way, going over the top another way, so backwards and forwards, so it's attacks and counter-attacks that are taking place. Now, unfortunately, the French found themselves under huge pressure at Verdun, much more pressure than they actually thought they were going to find themselves under. Because remember, this is still fairly early in the war. It's only 1916 and the war doesn't finish until 1918. So what happened was, when the Germans were using this tactic of attrition, and so were the French, the Germans suddenly realised actually that they weren't bleeding France white. They'd really hoped that that would be the case, but that wasn't happening. Because in fact what was happening at Verdun, there was roughly equal losses, so it can't possibly be that you're wearing them down with attrition if you're suffering just as many losses as the French are. So while this was happening, it became so big, the pressure on France, the British decided that they're going to have to try and take the pressure off the French at Verdun. So what happened was the Battle of the Somme started during the Battle of Verdun still going on. So the Somme starts on the 1st of July 1916. So what you can see is that really we thought we'd best step in, and we weren't meant to be going to do that as early as July 1916, but we knew we needed to relieve the pressure off the French. So if we started a battle at the Battle of the Somme, near the Somme River, then obviously some of the Germans would have to move from here to be able to go and help fight in the Battle of the Somme. And actually in the end, because we did do the Battle of the Somme, we really saved the French at Verdun. So there's a really significant part of that in terms of the First World War.